Hey y'all, this is Jocasta Lester. How are you? Don't count me out yet. I didn't go completely crazy. In this video, I want to talk to you about the history of this apartment that I've learned by word of mouth. Okay. I was told that the occupants of this particular unit, prior to us coming here, there's a neighbor who lives upstairs, and she said that she had been here for 17 years. Okay. And that the people in this apartment, I learned of another source, were drug dealers. Okay. So, with that said, any number of things could have transpired in this place. Okay. I've gone through, now that's the carnal interaction, and the things that I understand about this apartment is this apartment housed what were people who sold drugs. Okay. So, now the spiritual conversation about this spot is that somebody was tortured in this room. Somebody lost their face. They were playing with a person in the parking lot. Somebody got raped in the attic. This place, according to what I've seen and witnessed in the spirit, was a shop of horrors. Having my ex-husband as a part, who I saw as though I perceived him from this spot near the wall, looking straight down the hallway, as though he had raped and tortured. No, I didn't see that part in this apartment. But what I did see is him walking out toward what is the left and having a form of relief as though he saw the light. Okay. And I was looking down the hallway. The floor was clean, and it looked like he was leaving, in other words. And like whoever it was that was looking down the hall saw that he was leaving. And it was almost, I don't want to talk about the emotional state of the person that was looking down the hallway, but he was leaving. And it was understood that he was leaving. Okay. Now, um, I've also, let's see, I heard that there were drug dealers here that lived here before. That there's a person named India Hamilton that had been having a tryst with my ex-husband. This, in accordance with the physical real, may be a consistency. It may be an omitted piece of information that came to light recently. While I was pregnant with mine and my ex-husband's child, there was a medical problem, and it had to do with infidelity, and it wasn't on my part. Okay. So with that said, my ex-husband, during over the course of my pregnancy, somewhere between the 7th and the 9th month, I had an abnormal pap. So I took what was Zithromax years ago while I was pregnant with my son. Okay. I had severe pain in what was like the muscle, I guess, or whatever it is that expands. It feels like a sling under your belly when you're pregnant. It was horrible. It just felt bad. So, what else? Outside of that, I'm just trying to kind of remember stuff that's related to this particular unit and related to everything that I've been presenting before you as the thesis that I've come to and the conclusions that I'm drawing of my own accord based on the things that I'm encountering, witnessing, aggregating, collecting. So I am treating it like it's somewhat a personal investigation without really contacting the police because I don't know if I have really anything to report. Oh, in addition, some headphones were stolen from my car. I put it like this. I have not been able to locate these headphones. They were in my car. It's confirmed that they were in my car. I had a second set and I went and bought another set. And the second set was broken, so I've since repaired those. But yeah, the third set I went and bought, they're completely different. But yeah, the headphones were missing. When I went to my car, not yesterday, but I want to say 2 days ago, perhaps three, The trunk was ajar. So that's another thing. I've been dealing with the worm issue from whatever is going on in this place. It could be the water, it could be the toilet tank. I'm not quite sure. I've addressed both some. Um, so yeah, I say all of that to say this. There used to be what were drug dealers living in this apartment. I've been going through a lot of issues when it comes to identity theft and things, in terms of the IRS and tax returns going to the wrong address and such. I've seen my address be changed several times and I've had to change them back. Bank transactions that don't make sense. So that's another thing. So these these are the latest findings, some, but that was another item that I wanted to talk to you guys about. On my Faith Stones Persecution channel, I am having trouble logging into that channel for some reason. But yes, my Faith Stones Persecution channel has visible evidence of some messiness when it comes to these places where I've gone to work. There looks like what is old blood in a floor that had been, washed up after we had lifted up the floor. We had taken the pry bars and taken up some hardwood floors, okay? And after we took up these hardwood floors, I decided to break out my video camera and to make note of some of the things that I found. I also, what was on another occasion, we took up what were, let me see, we took up like wood trimming, carpeting, padding, and the subfloor, which was concrete. So I aided in taking up the concrete, throwing it out and everything. And while doing that, we got down to the studs. Whole room got stripped down to the studs. And in other words, I was working with demolition and remediation. Okay. And I got to the studs and I saw what was red splatter. I didn't know if it was paint that had gotten, splashed around, or if it was actually what looked like what was blood. I'm not sure, but it was in the studs. So that's another place that. Oh, and another thing about this hotel, all of the things that we had taken out, the wood trimmings and things, they were nearly new. All of the stuff that we were removing, it was water damage, and several places all experienced what was pipes bursting, okay? There was water damage in several locations handled by the same company, okay? So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Have a blessed and marvelous day. Thank you for watching this video. If you would, please go over to my Faith Stones Persecution channel and look at several of the videos there. I believe those are locations where some things may have transpired that I don't understand. I'm not fully certain that they did, but if they did, I would love to have a second, third, 20th, 500th pair of eyes and ears on the situation. So thank you for watching.